Good morning, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is, of course, Lethal Black. Man, I'm about to go to work. It's 5:30 a.m. I have to get ready to get out of here, but the agenda is still out there. As I've told you guys before, the agenda continues to rear its ugly head. I told you about that movie with the Indian man and the African female that tanked, bomb exploded, that was not well received on Netflix, but Netflix was not deterred by this. Once again, they came out with another interracial series now, mini-series, called Behind Her Smile or Behind Her Eyes, something like that. And it has an African British woman who gets involved in a threesome with a white man and his wife. And it has something to do with body snatching or switching of bodies, spiritual shit, and sex. And what do you think happened with that? It failed as well. The agenda continues to be pushed out here when our people are being killed out here. The agenda continues to be pushed out here when we have the very people that we complained about who perpetrate the most racism against us, who have had a history of perpetrating the most racism and hatred against us, and we are still getting in bed with them. We are still volunteering to do roles, kissing and having romantic relationships with them. We're having children with them in real life, having relationships with them in real life. It makes no sense. I'm not asking anybody to hate these people as a whole because I don't hate them as a whole, but it doesn't make any sense for us to be in relationship with these people. It doesn't. It really doesn't. And I don't understand why we even have people in our community like Tyler Perry or other people that can put out formats, put out media that promote our people together in love, our people in relationships that make sense, that we watched when we were younger, if you're in my age range. Like movies, that black love movies that we watched when we were younger, that showed our stories, that gave our tales of love to each other, that showed us in relationships like that. I don't understand why those are pushed to the side and we have to show interracial love. I don't understand it. The Oval is back on television again. I can't believe that piece of shit is back on TV. You got Abba Shola and Bob, I believe that show is back on television again. I don't understand how these shows still stay on TV, because the vast majority of people are not watching these shows. Now, Tyler Perry has support from black females, so of course that show's going to do well. But if you're a black man and a black woman especially that love black people being together, I don't understand how you can support things that show interracial love and don't celebrate black love, because black love is not celebrated on that show. You have a white man who's the president and his black wife who is the first lady, and the show is dysfunctional. They're getting into arguments and physical abuse is going on, and he's cheating on his wife. But you can excuse that white man doing that, but if a black man does it, you won't excuse him. It needs to stop. The double standard, the hypocrisy needs to stop. And I don't understand how black people could say that they love black love, that they love black children, they love black progress, they love everything black, but then you see them subscribe to channels that are promoting interracial love. It makes no sense. Interracial love was trash back in the day, and it's trash now. It does not represent every single person in this world. It represents a very, very small few, because many black people are still getting married to each other, are still going to pick each other as their relationship partner, okay? Just like every other race of people, every other ethnicity of people, every other community of people are doing. I'm always going to be vocal against interracial dating because I am a channel that promotes my people, black men and black women, together. There's no reason for me to celebrate interracial love because I'm not going to have a smile on my face if I'm watching a movie that has a black woman making love to a white man. I'm not going to have a smile on my face if I see a movie that has a black man making love to a non-black woman. It's not going to happen. In my younger years, in my naivete, when I was in my teens and 20s, I watched movies like that. But I wasn't, I didn't know enough about the world at that time. I was still young, still learning. And as I see this hatred continue, and I learn more about my people, I love my people more. The problem is we have this thing going global. We have Africans that are allowing Asians to become chiefs and have seats in office in African nations, allowing the Chinese to slowly take over their country, allowing the Russians to come in there and take over their country, allowing people who are not like them, who are not from their particular diaspora at all, no melanin, going over there and robbing the entire nation, the entire continent of its resources. They're just allowing people to do this, allowing them to do it. I don't understand why we still have these problems all these years later. But then again, if you take a closer look, you probably will understand that the real whole meats and potatoes of it, the whole thing comes down to one sad truth. Many black people have a huge love for non-black people, especially white people, and have a huge disdain, disgust, and anger, hatred towards their own. That's the sad fucking truth. I'm not saying that it's hopeless. I'm not saying that it's a doomed thing, that there is no hope for us, that it's not going to get better. It will get better. But we have to promote ourselves in love. We have to promote ourselves as people who want to get along and do things together and make things happen. When you're showing more love to the people that are showing you nothing but hatred, that are promoting your destruction, you're just allowing yourself to be taken over. You're allowing yourself to be destroyed. You are allowing your own nation, your own community to become non-existent. Literally got movies out here where black men will be in relationships with black women, and a white man will come and steal that black woman away. They'll have an affair, or vice versa. The black man will have an affair on his black wife with a white woman or a non-black woman. And we think this is okay. Does it happen in real life? Of course it does. But we should be seeing more and more and more and more of black love. I literally have to go and watch African movies. I've told you guys this before. I have to go and watch African movies just to see black people in love with each other. And in Africa, there are black people out there in Africa that don't consider themselves black. They don't consider that word to describe them, but they are black like us, who actually worship white people. And it's a damn shame that will bleach their skin. The bottom line is this, ladies and gentlemen. The agenda is going to keep on being pushed, and we have to keep on pushing back. I'm glad that many of us are waking up and are awoken to this shit. And we won't let them win. Because at the end of the day, it's about black love, black unity, and black people.